can't see me adjust just a little bit. Just a little bit on y'all. Whoa, that wasn't a little bit. So sorry, friends, if you guys see that in the replay. But for some reason, y'all know if you ever went live on YouTube, that they don't necessarily they give you that gray screen to look at before you go live. And y'all, if you guys can understand how blind I really am, y'all will know that I can't see on that. Okay. So thank you to all who are staying past that little snafu. I love you and I appreciate you. What you see here, or what you are joining today, is our sun sign in Leo and collective only self reflection reading. What that means is, darlings, is that if your sun sign is in Leo, right? So how you will find that is by Googling your natal or your birth chart. Okay, it'll tell you what your sun sign is. Or if you are part of the collective, meaning that you are subscribed here on YouTube and also do our shadow work on TikTok, Forever Young Tarot. Okay, darlings. So that's who that is for. Unfortunately, for our page, you will not really resonate, right? Or you will not get the full benefit of these readings if you are not doing the shadow work. So in order to be part of the collective, you do need to follow us on TikTok and subscribe here on YouTube. Our goal here on YouTube is to get to 100 subscribers so we can open up twin flame readings here on the channel. And then our ultimate goal, or next step, would be 500 subscribers so we can open up memberships for those who would like more specific zodiac readings. I think that's how we're going to do it. I think personal readings will come a little later, y'all. So I think zodiacs for the collective on certain days for certain zodiacs, and those will only be for the collective that become members here on YouTube. And obviously we need 500 subscribers in order to do that, friends. Okay. All right, darlings. Let's go ahead and just go and move forward. Today is Sunday, so we're doing our self-reflection reading, our sun sign in Leo reading. Okay. If what you see before you is our reading from was this the full moon? Yes, this was a full moon reading. Okay. Please feel free to go back to our live readings and check out the replay of that full moon reading. I just like to give you guys a little snippet, a little quick hello, dragon. Welcome back, friend. I like to give you guys a little quick snippet of what we read on before, right? This reading, so that you sort of know where we're coming from. Because again, as a collective, we are on an energetic timeline together, as we read the tarot, we're going through a timeline. So it's important to know where we're coming from, right? Hello, so basically all around the message was that we have support, right? While we don't see support here on the physical realm like how we would want to, right? We do have support from our ancestors. And I know sometimes it's hard to distinguish ancestral support from angelic support, right? We could have angels covering us, people that have passed on where their spirit is still covering us, or we can have ancestral support, and that comes down our lineage, right? That's ingrained in our DNA, friends. These are things that we've learned, things that we picked up from our ancestors, and so that's coming here to support us. That's deep within, and we're finding that through this spiritual awakening is basically us realizing, okay, I have some work to do. I want to be a better part of this realm here that I'm in, right? So I have some work to do, and I need to focus on doing the shadow work. Again, that's why it's important to follow us on our shadow work page. That's on TikTok, Forever Young Tarot, and that sort of helps us to check in with the self and figure out how to do that shadow work. Thank you for the likes, friends. So wonderful. So while we have this support, why we have this support is because we're still learning, right? We're still growing, but where we're going is a good place, right? Our ancestors will look back at that and say, you know what, you're doing a good job. You're doing the work. We're proud of you. We're in the Son of Pentacles energy, that loyal, quiet, dedicated energy, inventive energy, trustworthy energy. Yes, sometimes we can be stubborn, and yes, sometimes we can be over persistent. But when we're in our that's because we're still learning. I'm doing well, friend. How are you? That's because we're still learning. But when we're really in our high vibrational energy, we are loyal, we are dedicated, we're trustworthy and inventive. And because of that, we're going to bring balance sort of to our mental here, right? Our mental space, our not only our intellect, our brain, but our how we perceive information, right? How we collect information, and with that, we will see, little tidbits of blessings, if that's what you want to call them, or just positive things happening to us where we feel like we're starting to gain sort of what we deserve out of the hard work that we put into being a loyal, dedicated person. Okay, so please do feel free, go back to that live. There's a lot more to it than that, friends. I just gave you a quick rundown. I'm glad you're doing good, friend. So go back to that live. It's our last, it's for the full moon reading. It should be under our live playlist there, friends. Check that out. Again, what we're reading on today is a sun sign in Leo energy. So if your sun sign is in Leo, or if you're part of the collective, meaning you follow us on TikTok and are subscribed here on YouTube. Before we do any collective readings, we do read on a little bit of astrology. Why, friends? Because all of these energies and things, uh, they don't come from thin air. I know you're going to say, oh, well, aren't the planets and everything up in the thin air? Yes, they are. But you know what I mean. Just don't come from nowhere. A lot of how we feel, the things we see here in the 3D realm, the universe, and things like that, it comes from shifts and changes in our cosmic makeup, right? So obviously today is Sunday. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, friends. Today is Sunday, October 20th, beautiful 10:20. All right. While we've come to completion with this full moon that just came, we just completed a karmic cycle, right? That's all the moon phases are. They're these little mini cycles within our life, within the year. And they're just good opportunities to make little pinpoints of, this is when I should start getting rid of things with this new moon. This is, what I've learned and what I've gained with the full moon, right? Beautiful, beautiful. So today we read on the sun because it's Sunday. It rose in the East Coast at 7:09 a.m. Beautiful time energy. It's like we're really starting to get our minds right, right? Definitely, like, it's all about our brain. It's all about the perception. It's all about the information, right? What's going on in this brain sector here in our crown chakra, which we also read on Sundays, right? It's like we're creating this new energetic cycle where we're harvesting, this information in a way solely for the purpose of transitioning and transforming into something different. It's beautiful. Of course, though, the sun did rise, and this low vibrational Libra energy was just under the horizon as it was rising. It's getting there, right? It's getting there. We're learning. I think more so this energy that we're getting, this low vibrational Libra energy, or that indecisive, gullible, sometimes being a little extra, being very changeable, when things go on, it's like we're going to change depending on what's happening. Maybe feeling resentful, or showing that resentfulness, right? Being a little flirtatious and vacillating between two extremes, that sort of manic, bipolar energy. You know what I'm saying? This could just be, I really feel like this is just an awareness, right? I think we're becoming more aware of who we are and how we come off in the 3D realm to other people. And I think that's important because when we're trying to transition and change, if we don't see some of our shortcomings and sort of see how that affects other people, I think that can make it hard for us to change, right, friends? It makes it hard for us to understand why we need to change. So, it's good just to be aware of those energies, right? And what we had coming below, right directly below the sun, I just thought it was very interesting today, was that Mercury energy. And Mercury, you guys know, is all about it gives us the blessing to heal, right, and come into union with others, right, and sort of use the information that we receive from our intuition, from our emotions, and use that information and analyze it for the purpose of healing, right, friends? If you guys do pray, if you want to pray specifically on yourself, feel free to pray to Archangel Uriel, right? And if you want to pray on this healing with this Mercury energy, sort of how we're thinking about things, you can pray to Archangel Raphael. Okay, but this Mercury energy affects our intellect and our reasoning, right? Sometimes because of where the Mercury energy is at, it can create sort of this high strung energy, this high strung temperament out of us, sometimes feeling nervous or being sensitive to things. So be careful of that, friends. And where we're coming from, what we're trying to heal, right, is this that jealous energy, this low vibrational Scorpio energy, being jealous and stubborn, which we saw when we were explaining that Son of Pentacles energy. We saw a little stubbornness there, right? Being secretive and vengeful, manipulative and violent. So we could be, we're wanting to become more aware of who we are, right? The self, how we're coming off to other people, right? That indecisive, gullible, extra energy, maybe a little bipolar, right? We're becoming more aware of that for the purpose of us to heal, right? And what we have to heal from, what's making us be in that energy or what's making us come off like that to other people, is because we've dealt with some sort of jealousy or stubbornness, some sort of secrets we may have dealt with, feeling vengeful or someone being vengeful. We may have dealt with some manipulation and some violence. So I think that's why that's in that Mercury energy. We're trying to heal from that. I don't think that's necessarily what we've been doing to other people. I think we're trying to heal from that low vibrational Scorpio energy and Mercury. And we've been talking about sort of that narcissistic energy that we may have dealt with for a while, a long time, right? And so that's why we come off, as being a little gullible or indecisive, or when we get in an energy, people might think we're just being extra, right? Or we're just being resentful, right? Or we're being bipolar or manic, right? And it's because we've been dealing sort of with that narcissistic energy, and we're trying to heal from that, friends, right? And what was above the sun there, growing over the horizon, already over the horizon, which is a really, really good thing, is that Uranus energy. And Uranus is all about our knowledge, right? Showing us how to be a humanitarian and helping us to find practical solutions to things. This can affect our own independence and the things that we do, the efforts that we make to be more humane towards other people. Okay. And I think that's just a wonderful energy to be above the sun, right? It's like giving us a blueprint of what we need to do or how we need to be in order to sort of connect better with those around us, because we've noticed that there's been sort of a disconnect, right? A disconnect between ourselves and other people, right? And so, in order to get there right now, we need to focus on being more strong willed, right? Um, Being more reliable, persistent, solid, affectionate, practical, warm hearted, and trustworthy. And I think we're doing that because we just saw that Son of Pentacles energy that came out in our full moon reading. We are doing that. We are getting there. We're learning that who to be loyal to and who not, right? Because we didn't know. We didn't know who to and who not, because we were always dealing with narcissistic people. We thought that no matter what people did, we were supposed to be loyal to them. We were supposed to be they were supposed to be able to trust us and always be there for them. And so now we're sort of learning who to and who not to be, you know who to and who not to have that energy for, right? Okay, and the last energy we're sort of reading on is that moon energy. Just because it's opposite the sun, we sort of look at the self and reflect, and then we always want to check in with how we feel about things. So the moon rose above the horizon, thank goodness. Okay, in that high vibrational Gemini energy, the moon affects our emotions, our feelings, but also gives us the ability to retrieve these sort of intuitive messages, these messages from Most High. I know our emotions can sometimes be a little hard to deal with, but our emotions really are what gives us, the information that we need to move forward. It helps us to realize when we need to check in with the self, like, I'm feeling this kind of way. I wonder why, right? And right now, Emotionally, we're doing really, really well, right? We're being more versatile emotionally, right? We're learning how to a different range of emotions and how to use those things for specific events or situations. We're becoming a little more energetic emotionally, which is great. We're learning how to be witty. This the real high vibrational Gemini energy. We're learning how to communicate our emotions properly, become more adaptable, logical. Instead of taking action and doing things based on how we feel, we're learning how to use how we feel, right, to get certain information and then uh, proceed, with that information that we've learned from our emotions rather than proceed with our emotions, right? And with that, that helps us to sort of deal with things emotionally a little better, right? A little more positively, and helps us to open up and want to be more spontaneous. Okay, friends? So that's sort of what's happened cosmically and in the universe and sort of where these energies are coming from. All right, let's go ahead and clear out our energy and start our reading. Wow. That wasn't too bad. Not too crazy, y'all. All right, so because we're reading on innately, really, our sun sign and Leos, we're reading for you and for the collective. I think we're gonna go ahead and pick from our uh, tarot first. When we talk about the crown chakra or the sun, we're talking about, yes, who we are, but also our connection with the Most High, right? How the energy that we prey on or receive or collect from Most High, how that is reflecting through us as a person, right? How people on the 3D realm are experiencing us because of our connection with the Most High, right? Gosh, guys, I need to get like a better camera or something. I hate that sort of the light changes on this. I don't know if you can see it. Ugh, it sucks. And I don't know how to fix that. So I am sorry if that does bother you. I hope it doesn't. But if you guys do resonate and you feel like you're part of the collective, please, please, I ask everybody if you can leave a number, right? Go to our TikTok, look at some of the shadow work, and leave a number between 1 and 6. The number I get the most, that's how many times I'm going to shuffle before we pick it. That'll be special to the collective. All right, so let's just see. I want to first pull a card on just what we need to reflect on the self in general. Right, let's just see where we're at spiritually, energetically, in this spiritual timeline, what we need to be reflecting on this week, right? What we need to be aware of. All right, what is Dios? We have the Five of Wands. Wands, fire energy makes sense for Sunday, doesn't it? Five of Wands, scattered, lack of focus, feeling lost. Yeah, so we may just be aware if we coming off a little scattered or like we don't have any focus. Be very aware of sort of where you're allowing your mind to go this week, right? We want to focus on what we need to focus on, right? We want to focus on what's important. We don't want to be letting other things that are going on sort of affect what's important in the moment, right? Whether it's going to be work this week or the kids or some important errands. We just may come off a little scattered and lost, right? And if that's how we're feeling, let's see what was on the bottom here of this deck. The Hangman in reverse, major arcana card. Okay. Oh, just so you guys know, now that it's Sunday again, remember last Sunday, the Wheel of Fortune came out. Was it last Sunday or was this for our new moon? I don't think we had any major arcanas come out on our full moon reading. So whatever major arcana actually comes out, like if there's one that actually comes out, not on the bottom, then we'll change our card here. But this was the Wheel of Fortune, so we've been reading on our fate and our destiny, which is a beautiful thing, right? Anything that's happening right now, we're reading on right now. This is part of our destiny. We're on the timeline, and we're going about things, the right way. When the hangman is upright, this is all about sacrifice and letting go, right? This is when we've become the master of non-attachment, right? And dealing with like some sort of difficult situation, okay? Again, but this is in reverse. So there may be something that we're having a hard time letting go of, right? Or detaching from, and that is what's sort of making us lose our focus. Don't focus on it. Okay? Don't let this sort of trip you up in whatever you need to be dealing with this week. Sort of seems like just a little, like a little warning. There's something we haven't fully let go of, and it could cause us to sort of come off of this. What kind of? You hear the bird? The bird's like yas. So yeah. All right. So that's sort of self awareness. How are other people? Let me see. How are other people going to perceive us? Meaning, where are we spiritually, right? With our connection with spirit, and how are people perceiving that, right? We were just talking about a major arcana coming out, and I really was hoping it wouldn't be in reverse. No, darlings. Okay, this is the Chariot, major arcana card. Okay, this is a 7. I think, what was the last major arcana? Was it a 6? What's the Hangman? I don't know if I can find it. I done went and shuffled this deck up, and I'm really trying not to look at it, because I really feel like that's cheating. Where is that? All right, you guys let me know whether you're watching this live or you see it in a replay. What number was the Hangman? Okay, because I don't want to look through this deck like that. So the Chariot came out in reverse as sort of our connection with spirit, right? And how people are perceiving us because of that. When this is upright, this is a 7. I really feel like that Hangman was a 6, and that would 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's just we always get confirmation we're on the timeline, right? But this is when this is upright. This is all about having confidence and strong will. And where did it come? Strong will wasn't what one of our energies cosmically, that in Uranus. Okay, this is how we transform and show our humanity, right? And it was that high vibrational Taurus energy, strong willed, reliable. Okay, also coming out that Son of Pentacles energy. Okay, when the Chariot is upright, this is about being confident and strong willed, being triumphant, right? This is about heading towards something, right? Heading towards something that helps us to stabilize our foundation, by using, and we do this by activating our intuition, and exercising or utilizing our connection with the spirit. And this came out in reverse. Okay. So basically, right now in our timeline, right, we can go ahead and move. We're not. We're. It's like, okay, we understand we're reading on our destiny and our fate, and now we got to figure out how to get there, right? With this Chariot in reverse, it's almost like we're lacking confidence, right, or that strength of will somewhere, and I really feel like it's because of whatever situations or energies we were having trouble letting go from. And again, I'm gonna equate that to that Mercury energy, what's telling us to heal, which is that low vibrational Scorpio, that narcissistic energy, right? Manipulation, violence, some sort of secret, someone dealing with jealousy, or vengefulness. Okay, we could have really been dealing with that, and because of that, we're having a hard time letting go of it, right? We're having a hard time letting go of that energy, which is why we're coming off a little bit resentful, right? We're having trouble making decisions. Sometimes we have trouble sort of knowing who's telling us the truth and who's not, right? Sometimes we could be a little extra when we're feeling in our emotions, right? Or we can seem we're a little manic or bipolar because we don't necessarily know how to feel, and that's because we haven't quite let go. In order for us to move forward, right, and head into this stability that we want, right, that solid foundation. Again, we need to check in on our connection with the Most High. And if you're not a religious person, it doesn't mean, just remember, it's not always about going to church or reading a Bible. It's about connecting with the universe, right? That's where we get these energies from. That's where we get our blessings from. That's where everything comes from. Is the outside space, is the world, is the grass, is the stars, it's everything. Okay. And so we've lost connection somewhere, and we're not able to sort of exercise our intuition, right? We're able to receive messages but not really utilize them the way that we need to, friends. Okay. And because of that, we're lacking the confidence and the will that we need to be triumphant and head towards something that stabilizes us a little more. So it's almost like spirit saying, we could be here. This is where we want to be, but we're not here because we haven't let go of those energies that we, those that trauma probably, right? That we experience with dealing with that low vibrational Scorpio or that narcissistic energy. And some of that energy may be coming out this week and causing us to feel a little scattered, right? Or lose focus. And so it's like we really want to do, or become aware of, how the fact that we're coming off this way, a little scattered, a little lost, right? And sort of telling us, okay, well, this is why, and this is what you need to do in order to fix that. Let's see what was on the bottom, with this chariot here. This chariot is going to stay out because we're going to be reading on this chariot until our next new moon, and we're going to be trying to figure out how to make this upright. Okay. On the bottom we have the Fool. Okay, another major arcana card. All right, this is upright. This is all about spontaneity. Okay, what was about being spontaneous, friends? It's beautiful. I'm telling you. A lot of people don't like to read on the astrology. They think it's boring, but you need to understand where this stuff comes from. Oh, spontaneity. Okay, this is where we're at emotionally, right? Intuitively, that high vibrational Gemini energy. So it's like, remember the sun rose at 7:09, a new cycle. Now we're sort of in this energetic cycle where we want to be spontaneous, right? We want to sort of feel that innocence of life, right? We want to go explore, and we want to go learn, and we want to experience different things. It's like beginning a new journey, this full energy. And even though we want to be in that energy, and we sort of are in that energy, there's something blocking us, right? And making us lose focus on what's important. We've read on this before, as that being one of our issues. Okay. Is sort of wanting this, to feel like a kid again, right? To enjoy life like a child would, but dealing with those traumas that keep us from doing that, friend. Okay, so please, 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 if you made it this far and it's resonating, please do let me know, friend. I know some of us like those really, fun, loud, like spectacular readings, but my readings are more for the shadow work. They're more for the transformation and change and being aware of the self, and not always looking for other people to be the problem. Because sometimes, in some ways, we are the problem. Okay. There's things that we need to take care of, and fix, right? In order for us to really be successful, all right? It's not always everybody's fault. Yes, yes, like we're reading on this narcissistic energy we've dealt with, right? Of course, they've done something, right, to cause us some sort of trauma, but it's up to us, and it's our responsibility to do the work that we need to do to heal from that and be better people, right? And learn what we need to learn so nobody can do that crap to us again. Dwellings. All right. Let's go ahead and pull from our mermaid cards here. Okay. There is no bells and whistles. Well, there's bells, but not whistles. On this channel, no glitter. This is real. This is real stuff, important stuff. And I'm just glad, that spirit found a way for me to help people in this way, while I try to figure out how to get my degree, get the money I need to finish college, finish these last couple last couple credits that I have, um, and so I can really help you guys. All right, really, really help you without having to worry about being sued. you know. All right, let's pull from the mermaid cards. These read on our intuition, our emotions. You know that moon energy. All right, because emotionally, we're high vibrational, right? We're in that high vibrational Gemini energy. We're feeling very versatile. We're able to communicate our emotions right now. We're being very logical and adaptable, right? Yeah. So it's like our emotions are high vibrational, but it's just something letting go. Stop playing. I mean, we what y'all want me to do? I don't do card tricks, okay? I don't do card tricks. I'm not a magician. I'm not. This is real. This is us. We're scattered and we have lack of focus and we're feeling lost, right? And this is in our actions. Like we're our ability to sort of gain the energy we need to take proper action, right, and do the things that we do. It's very scattered right now. We're having a hard time sort of holding on to that positive energy that we need here, and it's because there's something that we haven't fully let go of yet. It's like we're trying, but we can't. We're trying, and then when we try, it's not all the way let go of. Let's see what was on the bottom. Dreaming. Okay, so remember for I think it was the full moon read, guys, go back to the live here on YouTube, the live videos, and go to our latest full moon reading that came out in reverse. And it was because we're having a hard time connecting intuitively with the most high, with the universe, right? Because dreams are where we really think things through spiritually, right? We don't think about things as we would see them here on the earthly realm. They come in symbols and metaphors, our dreams. And we were having a hard time dreaming and sort of having that space to figure things out that way. And now I see this coming out upwards. So I think we're going to start seeing that we are having dreams again, right? Finally, wonderful. We are creating a space where we're able to really relax at night, and focus our mind on just receiving the messages that we need to receive, how we need to receive them, right? Because we really do want to let this stuff go. I think this is just, again, this is just sort of coming off as, okay, we need to be aware of how we're coming out, how the 3D world is perceiving us. We need to be aware of that because we are actively doing the work to heal. We want to heal, so we're literally just becoming more aware, right? And we're using that awareness for our benefit. And now we're aware that if we are ever feeling scattered or coming off scattered, or we lose focus a lot, or we're kind of just look like we're we're walking around with no destination, like we look lost, it's because we haven't fully let go of something yet, right? But our dream state is going to get a little bit better, right? And we're going to start getting more symbols, right? More metaphors, just more messages in our dreams. So really make sure at night you're getting yourself comfortable. You're not, eating bad, drinking right before you go to bed. You get your exercise. And trust me, y'all, I'm not perfect. I'm talking to myself too, because spirit is like, I really want to connect with you, but somewhere you've lost focus, right? You've lost confidence, and that's no me, right? If you're connected with the Most High and you're really doing what you should be doing, as far as your faith or your connection with the universe, you will have confidence because you'll know, you're protected. You have the information that you need, right? Your strength of will would be activated, right? Because you're getting the energies that you need from your faith, from prayer, or from your manifestations, or from going out in the sun, or for touching grass, or drinking water, right, or eating properly, right? Because those are the things that'll lead you to triumph, right? And so spirit is just letting you know this is what you need to do in order to connect with me. Okay, let's see. So this is our sort of where we're at emotionally, why we're scattered and we have a lack of focus. Let's see intuitively what spirit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. Wow. The way that tumbled, tumbling down, trust coming the same way as letting go. So some of us may have grew up in religious families, right? And so our understanding of a connection of faith, of being connected with the Most High spiritually, it may be skewed because of how we were brought up with religion or how we view religion. There's a lack of trust somewhere for the Most High, for the universe. It's a lack of trust in our own destiny, right? In our own fate, because we don't know who's controlling that, right, friends? And so this is where spirits is saying you don't trust, right? And if you because you don't trust, that with this connection, right? With practicing your connection with Most High in the universe, with going out and getting more sun when the sun first comes up, with drinking more water, fresh water, with touching more grass, your feet to the grass, okay, your bums to the grass, okay, with eating more fresh raw foods, okay, with having sort of this connection with the unknown, right? With learning your astrology and how the cosmos and the universe affects you mentally, emotionally, and physically. When you trust that, right? Because we're all energy, we're all connection here on this earth. I don't know why we would think that we're not, right? We're all part of the earth. We're all part of the dirt. We're all part of the air. We're all part of the stars. I mean, everything else is, why wouldn't we be? Right. And so, Spirit is saying, once you trust that and you start doing those things, you will build your confidence. You will build your strength of will, and you'll be headed towards something more stable, and you will be triumphant. Okay. This chariot will come upright, but we have to trust. And I know, with a lot of the things we see in the media about religion and things, it's not about religion. It's not about reading the Bible. It's not about going to church. Okay, yes, you can do that if that's how you want to connect with the Most High. But if that's not how, and you have your different ways, I on this channel I show you a plethora of different ways. Right? We include everybody. Let's see what's on the bottom. We have hope. Yeah, we need to have hope, friends. And I think we do. I think we're building a sense of hope. And I think you see that how behind this person, it looks like they may have been going through something, right, with their expression here. But behind them is this rainbow opening up. And that sort of represents the hope there. Like, even though sometimes we can be stuck in our emotions or stuck in and worried about whatever is happening and going on, this glimmer of hope will always let us know that the sun will come out again, okay? It's beautiful, friends. So I hope that, like, seeing this video, for those who actually stay for the whole entire reading, I hope that gives you some sort of hope, and gives you the what you need in order to figure out how it is that you want to connect with the Most High, right? And gain that energy in order to become triumphant, right? In order to move towards what is best for you. Okay. This is peace of mind, right? This is connection with the Most High, hope, vitality, right? Authority over the self, right? This is stability, okay? A strong foundation, okay? Financial abundance, good health. That's what this chariot is all about when he's upright. All right. All the things that you need to move forward and be triumphant in anything and everything. All right, friends. All right, let's go ahead and pull from our kipper. I think I want to do one more little passe. All right. So let's see what's going on here on the 3D realm. But this scatter, this lack of focus, that's how people are going to be receiving us. That's how we're going to be coming off. It's because we're trying to let something go. We're not quite there yet. It didn't come out in reverse, like we haven't let it go. It's like we're trying, and this came out sideways too. Good googly moogly. That thing is okay. Poverty. So when this poverty card comes out, it's almost as if it's this is a lack mentality, right? This is we've made some sort of because of some sort of contract or some sort of karmic cycle, some sort of karmic attachment. We made some sort of attachment with this perception that we will always be in lack. We will never. I cannot. I don't have. Okay, we could have suffered some poverty when we were younger or at some point in our life, right? We could have dealt with not having what we need. And trust me, friends, yes, I have experienced homelessness, both by myself and with my child. It's no bueno. Okay, I have been, a low income on welfare. I've dealt with that. And sometimes, yes, you can get in that mentality that that's all my life is ever going to be. I'm not good enough for it to be anything better. It will never be better. And then when we finally do get in spaces where we don't see poverty or people have never dealt with that, we always feel out of place, right? So we're trying to let go of this lack mentality, right? We're trying to move forward, right? Because I think sometimes we lose focus and we feel scattered and lost because of this, because we don't know how to be anything other than in either that lack mentality. We don't know how to be rich because we've never been rich. Okay, so it's something we've never been rich in or never had. And so now that we're starting to get that little by little as we're doing the shadow work and we're healing, we get a little uncomfortable. We get a little bit of imposter syndrome, right? And so it's that whatever happened that made us feel like we're never going to whatever, right? Fill in the blank for yourself, or we cannot, or we don't have whatever happened that made us feel that way, or at least made us get stuck in that becomes like a karmic perception, right? It's very karmic. It's very much built from trauma. So because of that, whatever made us feel that way, we're still trying to let that go. And again, I feel like that's that narcissistic, that low vibrational Scorpio energy, that manipulation, that violence that we've trying to heal from. That stubbornness, their jealousy, whatever secrets we were dealing with, someone's vengefulness, right? Someone might have tried to take revenge on us in some form or fashion. We're trying to let that go, and because of that energy that we've constantly dealt with, we feel like that we don't deserve or we don't have or we'll never have, and that's wiggity whack, and that's bullshit, right? With the toil and labor in reverse. Yeah, it's like we're done. Okay, at least here on earth, right, on the 3D realm now, we're not going to have to put in so much work, and I think that's what trips us up, right? That is the trauma, right? This is when we overwork ourselves, right? And we freaking put more energy into our job or other people or this and that. It's usually a sign that we've been affected by something in our life that made us feel like we have to put in so much work in order to gain anything at all, the littlest thing, right? And I think we're finally at a point in our life spiritually where we don't, where here on earth we don't have to put in so much work, and it's freaking us out because we're not used to that, right? We're used to having to always overachieve or overwork or put in more energy or blah 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 in order to get anywhere, and we really don't have to do that, and we don't know how to not do that. Okay, we don't know how to not do that because we're not trusting our connection with spirit. We're not trusting our connection with spirit, and that universe has our back, right? And as long as we utilize the resources we have from spirit, the sun, the moon, the grass, the water, the air, the ground we walk on, right? We don't realize, right? We don't realize that we need to trust in our own intuition. Like, we are really intuitive people. We are really intelligent, and we don't trust our own intuition. We don't trust our own mind. Okay. We haven't seen stability. We have experience where we've seen our foundation really rocky and really unstable. So we don't even really trust that, right? It's like we don't trust anything that tells us that we got this and it's going to be okay. And that's not good. Okay. Because we don't really have to work hard. We really don't. We really don't. We're so intelligent. We can be so spiritually connected and confident. We know how to make our foundation stable. We just don't trust it, and that's the problem. All right, let's see what this is looking like here. This lack of confidence, this lack of strength in our will, this lack of trust in who we are as a person, our connection with the Most High, that fell on the ground again, and it came out. Look, I'm picking it up just like how it fell. The community in reverse. We don't trust not a near no motherfucking body. This lack of trust in our own connection with the Most High, this lack of trust in our own intuition, this lack of trust in our own foundation. This it's looking like a whole, like we don't have no connection even with our own community. We probably always argue with people. We don't have no support. We can't go to the community for resources. Look, two threes. Again, this is because of some sort of contract, karmic contract that was created, and I, again, is coming from that narcissist, that low vibrational Scorpio narcissistic energy, that manipulation, that violence, jealousy, secrets, vengefulness, stubbornness. We've created a contract with this, and that contract says until we let that go, whoever that person was or that situation was, until we let that go, we're always going to feel scattered and lost in these spaces, because we don't have this connection with the self and the spiritual realm to tell us that we can be confident and strong and we will be triumphant, right? And because we lack that trust, it shows in the community. It shows where we don't build good relationships. It shows where we're constantly butting heads. It shows where we don't have any resources. Say we lose a job, we don't have nobody we can go to and say, hey, anybody that's hiring. It just shows. If we don't have any friends, if people don't like you, friends. I'm just being real. Look, I'm a person too, and sometimes I don't trust no fucking. Oh, excuse me. I don't trust not a near nobody. I don't trust anybody, and I know that, and I see that, and it's not good, right? Because you really shouldn't lack trust in people until they show you can't trust them, right? You all should walk by faith and use your own intelligence, and you know what I'm saying, and move that way instead of moving on your own emotions, right? Use what you know and move that way, and then you don't have to worry about not trusting people because they won't even get the opportunity to do something to you that will hurt you emotionally because you were already seeing bad health in reverse. Another three. Yeah. So literally, oh, literally. So I really feel like here on the spiritual on the 3D realm, we are healing, right? You can literally see the healing. If you guys are seeing a mental health professional, I think that is so great. Kudos to you for being self-aware enough and wanting to become emotionally intelligent and heal that part of yourself, and really focusing on these karmic contracts that have been created out of trauma, right? Whether it's your past trauma, present trauma. Let's focus. I'm really proud of everybody for focusing on your physical health, okay? I really think here, once we start focusing on healing the mind, the body, and the spirit, okay? Okay? Right, the mind, the body, and the spirit. All right, once we start focusing on healing that and coming out of this, because look, bad health is in reverse. All right, this is not something we're headed towards, right? That we're again this distant horizon in reverse. It's like we're never going to get to where we're going if we don't focus on getting here on the 3D realm, right? Where we're no longer in bad health, right? We're creating new contracts of good health, right? Good healthy things. Okay, this could be somebody who has some authority over you, that what is that when they say they took advantage of their authority, right? And that's where this narcissism, this manipulation, this violence comes from. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was a gift, okay, that you didn't gain anything, like you couldn't see yourself gaining anything from this person, right? It was a gift that things got shooken up, right? Because this person was a false person. Again, they took advantage of their authority, and you should have been concerned. You were concerned, and you did the work. You looked at it, because you always expect something bad to happen. You stopped putting in certain work for this, and for this situation, because you realize this person was full of crap. They weren't shit, right? And you will win this this battle, right? Yeah, you'll feel like something was taken from you, and it probably was. It's probably person took something you deserve, brought some imbalance to your household, but you're coming out of the despair when it comes to this, right? When it comes to this, because your focus, right, is building new contracts. Again, with this bad health in reverse, wealthy man, you want healthy body, you want a healthy mind, and you want abundance, right? And your foundation, there is no message of concern. You're fine. You're doing well. You're, again, this feminine energy is become balanced, right? We're activating our intuition, and our emotions, of course, and learning how to use them properly. We ain't think about these motherfuckers. They did it. All right, with this main male energy in reverse, some sort of action that was taken, it wasn't good. This is from somebody, again, who was supposed to nurture us, and be caring for us, and they sort of they took some sort of action that they took advantage of their own knowledge, right, or their position. Y'all, we could keep going. We could just keep going. That's for those who, when we start opening up, remember what I just had y'all to see. I needed you guys to see that this energetic timeline, all of this, the shadow work is really the catalyst to the change, when we do these readings. Yes, you like to come on the Sundays and get your collective readings and know where you are. But if you're not doing that shadow work, you'll never understand why and how we get here. Okay. And so that's why I do that for you guys, and I encourage you guys to follow our TikTok, Forever Young Tarot, and really, really, really get into that shadow work, okay? Because that is what helps us to realize what we need to do in order to move forward positively, and get the positive message to manifest itself in the 3D realm, okay? Um, I kind of want to get into our three-dimensional people really quick to see sort of, I don't know if I want to do three-dimensional people, because I feel like that we've been reading on the same people have been coming out, but it's like, what is this lack mentality? So I'm gonna pull some of my other cards. So these cards, I don't think you guys have ever seen these in all the years that we've been doing readings, but these are sort of energy cards, right? They describe different energies through letters and numbers, just sort of a way we can see these energies in the 3D realm, so we recognize them. And I just kind of want to get an energy on this letting go, this poverty, this scattered loss, so we can sort of ring that in and figure out what exactly where this is coming from. All right, I think I'm just gonna pull three. There goes one. Wow, there goes three. So five came out, and we've got a number five here. I'm telling y'all, balance. Okay, this is number four, business. Again, here goes stubborn coming out on the bottom. Okay, so this could have been an energy from your place of business, or somebody you were trying to balance some sort of contract out with, some sort of business, right? For your own stability, for y'all stability. This person's name could start with a D. Okay, either their first or their middle name could start with a D. So you were trying to balance out, sort of this business contract, but this person is stubborn as freaking hell, stubborn as hell. Okay. We have L. These don't really have, like, it doesn't matter if they're upright or not. We have the letter L. This is all about taking action towards some sort of contract, like creating a contract and taking action. Whenever we take action to something, a contract is created, right? It could be karmic, it could be not. This person's name could start with an L. Okay. This is all about being charitable, but when we're in that lower vibrational energy, accident prone. So you could have been charitable, right? Really being generous and giving a lot of your energy. You don't only have to be charitable with money, friends. But whenever you took action, it was just to be generous and for the benefit of others, right? You're sort of trying to create a contract of that, like create a foundational karmic energy of generosity, right? Let's see what else we have. This nine, which is beautiful, um as that Mercury, the angel number for Mercury is 999. But with here, as this is coming out, it's sort of like we're trying to literally heal the pain and sadness that we felt from this situation. This is anti, if you see antichrist there, yep, it is what it says. So we again could have lost some because of this lack mentality. We've lost our connection, we've lost our faith, we've lost our connection with universe, we've lost our hope, right? We could have even got to a point where we're like, fuck everything, all this sucks, none of this makes sense, you know, y'all know. Okay, we have completion. We have completion and commandments. All right, when things come to completion and it's good positive completion, that's because commandments, we've done the shadow work, we follow all the positive steps, we've done everything that we needed to do in order for it to become to completion. Okay, so it's like, I really feel like we're trying to do all the things, right? We're trying to do all the right things, right? We're trying to take all the right actions. We're trying to be generous, right? We're trying to connect and create some sort of stability for ourselves, right? For the future. We're trying for things to be balanced, but this pain and this sadness is coming. It's always coming, and that's because that we don't have a connection. We don't have any hope. We don't have trust in ourselves and the Most High, right? We're not letting go of this pain and this sadness from this narcissistic or this manipulative, vengeful, this violent energy, okay? And even though like we feel like we're doing all the right things, it's still something that we're having focused on in order for us to bring this to completion and let go. Unity, neither male or female, the number one. Yeah, the number one is about taking action, manifestation. That's that male energy, that masculine energy, but it also is influenced by our feminine energy, right? And it's like we are still with everything, with the letting go and the poverty card sort of sideways, we're still trying to balance this out. Okay, we're trying to learn unity, figure out how to become one, right, with how we feel and how we act, right? How we perceive, how we feel, and how we act. We're really, really trying. We want our actions to beget, the outcomes that we're looking for. If we do something nice, if we're generous, then we want a little reciprocation. We want some niceness and some generosity back. Again, look, spiritual unity, mind, body, and spirit. The number three, okay? Mind, body, and spirit. We've been talking about it. We're trying to balance all of that out. We want it all to become one. We want it all to make sense, right? We want to be hopeful in spirit, hopeful in the mind, and we see that hopefulness, right? We want to be hopeful in spirit, balanced in the mind, and we want to see that be manifested outwardly in our physical through stability, abundance, good health. Okay, that's what this Trinity is all about, y'all. That's what it's all about. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. All right, for our last 3 minutes, let's go ahead and pull from the oracle, y'all. Let's go ahead and pull from the oracle. So for now on until our new moon, this chariot in reverse is going to be what we're going to be reading on. I really feel like this was just a reading of the Most High saying until you really do the work that you need to connect back with the Most High, to connect back with the universe, to connect back with Mother Earth and the cosmos, then you're going to be stuck. You're not going to be headed towards what you need to head. And this is going to, until you start letting go, first we got to let go of this trauma from this narcissistic energy, this manipulation, this violence, okay, this freaking jealousy and all these secrets and this vengefulness. We got to heal from that. That's the first step. All right, let's go ahead and get a real message from the oracle. Ooh, wow. Cleansing bath. Okay, hello egg, how you doing, darling? This is a sun sign in Leo or collective only reading. In order to be considered to be part of the collective, you have to subscribe here on YouTube or follow our shadow work page on TikTok, Forever Young Tarot, and make sure you're doing the what came out shadow work. All right. Why? Because we're still healing from this karmic relationship. If you guys go back to the full moon reading that we just did, it's under our live videos on YouTube. You'll see, yes, we're learning, right, new things, and we're completing certain cycles, but we're still dealing with the effects of this karmic relationship, right? This is a long time that we've been dealing with that low vibrational energy, that narcissistic energy, that manipulation with release on the bottom. It's been a long time. So yes, it's going to take little steps, little by little by little. All right. I really want these to go. I really feel like they go here little by little. And so we really need to focus on cleansing the self. Whenever we realize we're physically being affected by these past energies, right? And do the shadow work. Follow us on TikTok, Forever Young Tarot. If you need to get a therapist, do that, darlings. Do that. I always advocate for that. If you need to go to your literal doctor, do that, please. I always advocate for that. Yes, I want you to come here, but I also want you to take care of yourself, because we're still letting go of the effects of a karmic relationship, and some of that karma has put us in a place where we're constantly in this lack mentality, friends, and we don't belong there. All right, we need to really focus on our connection with spirit, our connection with the self, right? Our connection with the earth, our connection with the cosmos, okay? And really start building on trusting ourselves and figuring out how to do that, because we're never going to have the connection we want with the world, with the 3D realm, until we start doing that. All right, friends? Please do, again, go back to Forever Young Terror on TikTok. Get your shadow work from last week. Get your shadow work for the week coming. If you guys enjoyed this reading, or you feel like it resonated with you or may resonate with somebody else, please feel free to like it. Of course, if you want to, you can share it, or you can literally show somebody from your own phone. I'm not in it for the views. All right, darlings. I love you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic week to come. Brace your ears. I'm going to clear us out of any negative energy that may have come through this reading. Beautiful. Wish you guys a beautiful rest of your Sunday. Bye.